Hey Aries, this is going to be your December uh, prediction reading. I just recently got a new deck, so I'm really excited about that. And I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I'm going to be uploading consistently again and getting back in the flow of things. So I thank you guys for being patient. I think I'm gonna start off with the classic deck for right now. So Aries, how everything been going? How's work? How's school? How's all your plans? How's your temper? Okay. So the first card I'll pull for you guys is Justice. So I'm seeing that there is some things that you guys are considering putting an end to, some things that you're trying to tie up. I get that there is some legal things that you're potentially focused on. Not necessarily a legal battle, but some things involving law, like you might have a ticket, or you may have some of you guys have like a petty traffic ticket that you're trying to handle now, especially because Mercury retrograde is right now. You're trying to finish up old business. So definitely could be like a traffic violation that you're trying to deal with. Some of you are dealing with like child support cases. Others of you guys are dealing with inheritances or inheritances. You know what I'm trying to say. Those type of things. But everything should work out fine if you do your due diligence. Secondly, I get that you guys are also the Six of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Nine of Pentacles being here. I get that you guys are trying to. Some of you guys are coming into some significant amount of money. Some of you guys are finally starting to reach a place where you're comfortable and that you can relax. You're like, you know what, my money's at a certain place. My children are well taken care of. My parents are fine. You know, what student loans are paid up. You know, things like that. And so you're just trying to get back into line with, you know, everything that's going on, and basically your money is right. Some of you guys are trying to deal with, you guys may be having a sexual relationship with someone who goes to school with you. You may also be engaging in, you may be having sex with one of your neighbors or someone who goes to school with you, or be just doing things that, you know, engage in some sort of sexual contact with someone who you like see every day, or see who's around the block from you, things like that. But also this could be that you guys have a lot of stress on your mind, and that may be why you're making a lot of there may be a lot of mental pressure on you because of outside situations. And so there may be a situation that is stressing you out and putting a lot of pressure on your mind, and it's causing you to make decisions that you normally wouldn't make. So be careful about that, Aries. I get that on the emotional and home front. I get that you guys are trying to achieve a state of more serenity. There is a certain level of let go and let God that you're trying to vibe with right now. You may have recently come out of time where you felt very confused, or very detached, or very disconnected from your family life. So now you're trying to gain a more better balance and to deal with things on a more reasonable level. I get that also. I get that right now it's a very passionate time for you. Now it's somewhat of a fight or flight response that you're going through right now, Aries. There's a lot of fiery energy. There's a need to protect what one has worked hard for, what you have brought into your life through blood, sweat, and tears. There is a need to secure yourself and to feel very grounded. when it comes to your personal identity. Nine of Wands. Um, I get that your job is causing you some sort of problems. I get that, like, whatever you do on a daily day basis, this also could be like your health issues. Aries, you could be experiencing a lot of inflammation, a lot of achy joints, a lot of stress when it comes to your bones. You could be having a lot of stomach aches during this time, Aries. Your diet could be suffering at the moment. There's definitely some things that you need to balance when it comes to your work life and the way you eat. I get that your boss may be sitting over top of you, constantly complaining about things, and you just may feel like, you know what, I don't know how important this job is compared to my mental and emotional health, and I'm trying to get to a better place overall. Um, when it comes to, you guys may be starting something in relationships really quickly. It may be something that comes in really fast. Um, you guys may have just found a passionate new lover, someone who you feel very strongly about. But also, this is referring back to the Justice card at the beginning, where whatever legal situation you're going through, it's going to resolve itself quick. So whether it's good or whether it's bad, it's not going to drag out, which I think is a good thing either way, because you don't want things to be have to go back to court and pay your lawyer $1,000, $2,000 just because the court date keeps getting pushed back and this not working out well, and this is and generally Mercury retrograde things are like that. So this is a good card to show that things may be going faster, but you may not get everything that you want either. You may be kind of like, this is all I get, or this is all that ends up coming out of the situation. It may be, you may have that type of feeling walking away from it. I get that you guys are trying to have, some of you have been having a more intense relationship with like a pastor or a preacher, um, potentially a health someone who's an authority in the health field. I get that you have been trying to make changes when it comes to the way your personal power in some way, shape, or form. And you guys may have entered into like a mentoring relationship with like a spiritual guru as well. Someone who's in a position of authority and wisdom and knowledge. Someone who understands things a little bit better than you do. You guys may have had a just recently started to start entering into that type of relationship, and also being really committed to and really passionate about learning whatever it is this person has to teach you. I get that you guys are ready to kind of leave. You guys have kind of started to understand what your problems are. You're starting, Aries, you're trying to really understand, like, okay, this is what I struggle with. These are my childhood issues. This is what I'm doing to myself. This is how I make certain decisions. This is how I do certain things. And this is what I can do to make things better. Like, you're trying to come into a place of wisdom and understanding of your own issues so that you can live a healthier and happier life at large. You guys, there's some sort of like new beginning when it comes to your spiritual or religious beliefs. Some of you guys are like leaving behind a certain religious group or certain religious beliefs. And that kind of goes back to the Hierophant card as well. I'm seeing that with the Ace of Swords here, that you guys are really making an attempt to, and it may be even on an unconscious level, that you're starting to slowly drift away from religion. Or for some of you, it's the opposite. You're starting to drift away from spirituality. So, take it however, whatever it means for you. But I get that you guys are definitely making some changes when it comes to the way you expand your own mind and what you believe about your views of this universe and things of that nature. um, there may be a new long-term committed relationship with a business partner a marriage, some of you even potentially are just now becoming a parent. Like, yeah, I'm getting the parent vibe really heavy. Like some of you guys just had a baby or have a baby on the way, and it's coming in really quickly. And it came in with someone who you was well, obviously you was having sex with this person to be having a child, but it happened really suddenly, and it was potentially you potentially may have been under the influence, or it may have been like a one night stand, or it may have been something random with someone or someone who lives close by, things like that. But now there's a baby here, and I mean, it is what it is. Children are a blessing, especially if your situation, if your money is right, everything is balanced, everything is good, you're in order, then, children are definitely a blessing. If not, things can be a lot more difficult. But let's assume that you're tapping into the higher vibrations and that this child is bringing you a lot of joy and happiness, or a new business partnership relationship, like I said before. I get that there's some sort of like there may have been some sudden changes that you have had, because I get the Six of Swords here, so I get that there's something that you guys may be leaving behind some of your friends. In short, like you guys, excuse me, may be outgrowing certain relationships, and you're like, I'm becoming a parent. I've seen these same habits that I've had since my childhood when it came to picking certain people in my life. I don't have a lot of time on my hands for BS because I got all this stuff going on at work. You're trying to tap into this new energy of your new spiritual path or your new religious path, and everybody around you is not going to vibe with that. And you're also listening to your teachers and your mentors. You're trying to come into an enlightened space, and you're also trying to gain a level of mastery over your own um, insecurities. So I get that some of you guys, this is all gonna manifest in leaving certain people alone and just letting certain people out of your life, and that's just it is what it is. That's a part of growth and a part of life. And lastly, I get the Six of Wands. So I get that there is some sort of like celebration going on. There may have been something that has come to light that you're finally able to overcome. There's something that the other people may be jealous of. The other people may have, some sort of, they may be side eyeing you low key about some things that you may have, recently relinquished, because every loss is not a bad thing. Some of you have gotten rid of disease. Some of you have gotten rid of old relationships. Some of you have gotten rid of insecurities and self doubts. And that's allowing you to take better steps forward when it comes to your life purpose and your life mission, and to ultimately achieve a sense of balance and um, sturdiness, and just overall. I'm gonna pull one or two clarifiers. Want to know what the crown chakra is doing here, spirit. What is the crown chakra here? All right, so I really love these cards. This is a really awesome deck. Okay, it fell out. The card of death. So I get that you guys may have lost a family member. Maybe some of you may have lost your mom, may have lost your dad, an uncle, an aunt, someone who played a really pivotal role in your childhood, someone who raised you, someone who brought you up and taught you a lot of things, and it set your foundation for you. And so you're trying to get into a better space when it comes to accepting that. And Aries, the best thing you can do is try to pray and get into a space of serenity when it comes to dealing with this loss. The people who you care about are still with you. They're just not here in the physical anymore. So this has been you guys reading. I thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And thank you. Have a good one.